What's up? Mr. Dave here, trying a new thing or an old new thing, going live on the rock pile. Here we are in Alpine, California, my humble little hometown, and we are working on the super killer cool big cave structure that will have a bathroom in it, and it will also have a steam shower over here. And so this is day 6 on this bad boy. We've been laying it out to start, and then we got a rebar in the ground, in the rocks, the real rocks here. We epoxied steel in there, and we did that in the deck also down there as well. And then we pull it up and we start bending it around, making it cool. So this is the status as of day 6. That'll be a mirror right there. There will be a sink kind of tucked in right there, which will be pretty cool. And we have the marine helicopters that fly over us in this neck of the woods. It's somewhere up there in the blue. And it's cool. The job's like just a quick drive from my house, which is around the bend over there. And really digging that. That's pretty darn cool. So continuing to progress and proceed forth futuristically with this project. We have the pegboard is like the main thing we use, which is pretty awesome. So that allows us to just poke in our tie wires all the way through, and then you pull them tight a little bit, and then you get a spin and pull. And this stuff is not going anywhere. We put the pegboard on the inside where you have it leaning back this way, so the shotcrete guy can shoot this side, and then on this side over here, the steel's moving back, leaning back, so he'll be standing on the inside in here as I walk down into the shower zone. So we're going to be blowing that wall out over there, getting that dialed in, and then we just shift in and out, in and out. Obviously the stuff up here is going to be upside down, so we're just going to be blowing the shotcrete on the top all the way down. We just puzzle piece it in and cutting it, measuring it for every little facet. Using the pegboard is kind of cool because by its very nature, you're using planes, little planes, and that gives you sort of a great starting point to deal with the rocky look. You can roll and smooth if you want to between these things, but then you have these great planes, which is awesome, little patches. You can just leave this hole here and the shotcreters fill that up really quick, and you can just take your trowel and shoot this cross to trim that off. All this pegboard is coming down after we shoot this thing. Parts that are in areas that we can't reach, we just leave them in there. But all these cool little facets makes us gets us a good foundation to go ahead and dial in that rocky look. And the boards can kind of bend and curve a little bit, as we can kind of see here, and that gives you that really awesome irregularity. And we like that irregularity with rocks. You don't want it too symmetrical and even. So inside the cave structure, we are here up on a hill and trying the live thing. I guess I got a good feed. I'm not sure how herky-jerky it's going to be when we are seeing it from out there somewhere. Is it looking good out there, folks? I hope so. Water source for this whole project is right there. It's a 1/2-inch feed. We're going to move that valve over into the outside, probably behind that little pegboard piece. Maybe make a little box with a face on it you can screw on there, and then we're going to run the water line over the roof section, most likely to the shower over here, and then also those little flex hoses will probably come out of here and go into the toilet area. This is a little toilet zone for the bathroom, and then also run as we bring the water line up here, and then it'll come down behind me to the sink, which will be over here, right here, so you can wash your hands and stuff right here. So this will be tucked right in here. We have the vent for the sink and then the drain for it down there. We have rocks inside here that are in the ground, and they poured the slab all the way around it. So we're going to be adding rebar to this, probably splitting that rock right down the middle here, and then a wall will come up to encase the space where the steam shower is actually going to be hanging out. Probably the shower head's over here somewhere. And so there'll be a big, beautiful door that's going to enter into the cave itself, and another door here that I think will swing this way or that way, one or t'other. We also have a huge window that we're going to be putting on this face, so you can look through this, and it'll be able to be opened out And that'll be able to allow this beautiful, real bouldery stone, humongo boulders. Client's going to probably plant that out a little bit more green, which is awesome. We like green when you're making fake rocks. You want a lot of green, people. Green is good. Good is green. So don't want to have nothing but rock work everywhere. It gets too much and doesn't give us that natural look. This rock will be inside the shower space, exposed. It's going to be so awesome. So real McCoy right there. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to match it to that. And that's really a great salt and pepper kind of a look we have here in Alpine all around East County, San Diego. You can see all that texture, and the sun's pretty cool right now on that rock right there. So you can see all that awesome texture right there. See the fault line cracks, little peel-aways, that little onion piece that wants to pop off. That's what you want to mimic when you're doing this stuff. You want to make it like God makes them, because God makes the best rocks, I say. So tied this over here with this piece of tie wire to pull this up against it. This will be concreted over to the real rock, just locking it in. This thing is so, dialed into all the rocks. Huge boulders all the way around here. All these blocks will be exposed on the inside too. Before shotcrete day, we'll put some plastic over to protect them so they don't get too muddied up. So we will now take a stroll onto the outside. We can look at it from the outer area. We're sitting here right below Viejas Mountain, which is, I can see that from our house super good. Just cruise around here, trying not to make you see sick if you're watching this. So we can see the various planes right here. And again, you got to do it with the rebar first. So I'll pick a piece of steel, and that's the point I'm going to pick, choose to have two planes. We have one here and here. So you want to think this stuff through, people. You want to think about how this rock's going to go. And if you're not careful, things can just round out. So we have a little bit of a plane here, a little bit of a plane there. And so you want to think about that as you're designing this. There's a pivot point there, so there's a plane here, and then a plane over there. You want to have it match the real thing. And the real thing has those kind of facets and planes in them, which is pretty cool. Pegboard again is just great. Got our 2-inch dobies in here. Those are going to be buried. That gives us a great separation. So we have all kinds of structural strength here. Before shotcrete day, sometimes I'll add some crisscross lateral angular ones. Sometimes I'll close gaps and get a little more rebar in there. Rebar is not really that big of an expense given what we're doing, the scope and scale of what we're doing here. So it's good to have more than not enough. I like to over-engineer stuff. So I'm going to be maybe putting a couple more in here and there. Again, another plane that's going to shed this way. We're going to be putting skylights in here too. And trying to walk and not fall off this thing and kill myself down below. There's going to be skylights in here. I haven't figured out exactly where. There's a 1-foot one, I think, that might fit there or there. That would be right over the sink area, which is pretty cool. And so interestingly enough, the verticals, this is probably okay, but right here, but if it's super steep, we'll put chicken wire on all the really verticals that are pretty steep, and that gets it to lock in. If it's pretty much flat right here, you could just shotcrete it and you'd be good to go. All the wires, you want to push them down so they don't pop through and stick out and give us a little rust spot. We don't like that. So you could spray this and then it'll build up real quick because those shotcrete pumps are beasts. And then on the inside, blow it back. And doing these bigger projects, you go in little zones. You'll shoot something, let it cook off, and firm up a little bit and get stronger, and then come back. All the insides of this stuff, I got 4x4s. You can see them sticking up over there, 10-footers. I'm going to trim them, cut them, and we're going to put them underneath wherever there's adobe and press it up, and it'll lock in this whole structure so it won't get compressed or sunk by people having, by the weight of the shotcrete. Walking over here, and I'll step back a little farther. Forgive me if my phone's too wiggly. So Daniel, my chief muscle man and builder, son number one, has been working with me for years and cranking away, and he does all the muscle stuff because I'm an old man. I can't do it. Well, I can do it, but I probably shouldn't. So anyways, this whole section is still being dialed in. We got basically the planes in there. You can kind of see the grid. This area over here is going to have that huge window, which I think I was rambling on about when I was inside the grotto cave thing. And so that'll have a big, huge window again to be able to see this beautiful big rock right here, which is pretty awesome. And we've got a swimming pool that also has a feature design that I drew up for him, which is right there. And so that may be coming after this one. We'll see. Beautiful place up here in Alpine. What a view. You can see the ocean there on a clear day. Absolutely love up here, East County, San Diego. No bugs, no mosquitoes. Weather is moderate year-round pretty much, except for the toasty summers. And it's a toastier day today, high 80s, low 90s. But yeah, I'm really loving out here that the drive is only 10 minutes to the house, which is really cool. So, all right, so trying this live thing, and I see 5 people there. I guess there's a few of you there watching it, and maybe in the rerun, you guys can let me know what you think. Give me some questions, and I will do what I can to answer. And so let us terminate this live view of the cave grotto thing on day 6 of our build today. Love your questions. If you want to help me out, you can become a Rockin' On member for $10 a month. Really like a cup of coffee or two. That really helps me keep doing this stuff in my old age. So you can go to davehenderson.podia.com and you can check that out. And that is where, if I can hold the phone, that is where you can sign up for $10. Also have a lot of free downloads there that are pretty cool. And courses, show you how to do this, show you how to draw pictures, do design work, and do the cheapest Fauxrock you can, really just using dirt piles. Really cool project, course rather, and I spent a lot of time putting that together, making it just for you guys, learn how to do this stuff. So yeah, Rockin' On member, awesome, $10 a month, keep me going in my old age, and so I can make more videos and do stuff as long as possible. In the meantime, be thankful and forgiving, good way to live, and remember Jesus is coming back soon. And be kind to one another out there, even if they don't have the same views. We want to get kindness and love back in this place a little more. We really need that. God bless Charlie Kirk. He's with Jesus, and that's the most beautiful thing ever. And I'm looking forward to seeing him again. And my dad, who passed away a couple years ago in September. Actually, I think it was the 15th. That would have been a 2-year anniversary. So, anyways, yeah, hope you're having a good day. Get Jesus in your heart, and he'll take you home, clean you up. And you need to get cleaned up because you can't be in the presence of perfection if you're not. So, Jesus takes care of that for you, but it's a gift, and you got to ask for it, and he'll give it to you. All right. Have a good day, no matter what. And this is Mr. Dave trying the live thing from the cave grotto. That's not a grotto, Dave. It's a cave bathroom shower thing up here in Alpine, just right down the road from my house. So have a good day, no matter what. Make someone laugh or smile if you can every day. Have a good one. All right. Flip the phone around and have a good day, no matter what. Bye.